Welcome to Chasing the Sash.
The podcast telling the stories behind the sash.
Thank
And
you.
was that your favourite outfit in the book, or did you love making some other pieces and adding them to the week?
Favorite, but I like here. So this is what I'm saying about like re-wearing and reusing. So if you look here, so this is going back to 2014, and that was on Oaks Day. So I'm not competing, but I had to be there.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yep.
I went into the
Maya,
birdcage,
the birdcage,
Maya Marquee.
yes.
I was with Jennifer Hawkins, so I had to look. I had to look the part. And anyway, if you have a look, this hat is the hat that I wore at Menangle last year where I won. So that's how old that hat is.
Now, that's a very bad idea. You know that. See, hats have got this thing called built-in obsolescence. What you do is you buy the hat, it's gorgeous, you wear it, then you burn it and come back and buy another one. They're the rules. I'm sorry, all the milliners were there together. We decided that was a perfectly good rule. Trust me, I'm a man. Would a man never lie?
Most people who know me know that I don't play by the rules. I just love millinery, so I will keep it until it's literally falling apart.
I know. I'm the same.
You're a bad girl.
Well, Neil, I've got your very first piece. It wasn't my first piece, but one of your early pieces. So yeah, I don't throw mine out either.
No, I know. None of you girls do.
Well, not a Neil piece anyway. I keep all my Neils.
Oh, I love you.
You've been both sides because you've judged. Well, we know you win, and you're definitely amazing at fashion on the field. You've judged, you've emceed. Anything in particular you enjoy the most?
I really, really like judging, and most judges don't. But for me, I actually really enjoy it. I love not having that pressure or pressure of a different type, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I love, because I love fashion so much and styling, I love just seeing, the outfits on display and just being able to look at them with like, yes.
And bouncing off the other judges, I find, is such a joy, because you've got your particular view, but X and Y on this side are bouncing in a different direction. And that can be just such an extra joy in looking at the fabulous fashion that the girls are showing off.
Funny you should say that, because Brooke was actually on the judging panel. We could probably talk about this when it was quite controversial, because the other judges, it was all the numbers. So you were there. You can probably give us the real story of what happened. Do you remember in Scone?
Yeah.
And we went by, you guys were going to write your numbers down. You weren't allowed to talk to the other judges, and then came out the number, and it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was very interesting, wasn't it?
Even though it was controversial, I personally didn't have a problem with that, because that is how Maya, because I had judged for Maya.
Yes.
So as the national finalist for Hobart, I got called back the next year by Maya, and I sat on the judging panel the following years, and that is how it was judged at Scone. Like
Numbers didn't talk.
It is purely numbers, and I just do what that I was just told this is what you needed to do.
Yep.
You needed to put down your top ones, write down their numbers, and then somebody came and just took away our numbers, and then they obviously just added them up, and then they were the ones.
Gave it to me, and it was like,
they were the ones.
Yeah.
And that at Scone I was told that's how it was going to be done, so I didn't question it. But obviously different, across the board, there's been all different ways of judging. Some can fully converse, some write down their numbers and then have a little bit of a, oh, yours is slightly different or whatever, have a little talk. But others kind of just don't write down any numbers and just talk to each other.
I mean, really, it is that.
I like writing.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
But it really is interesting to actually bounce off the other judges, I find, Because,
Well-
somebody will be going, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I said, that is the worst hat in the world. So doesn't work.
No, but I think
So-
it is good to start off to write it down so you have a clear idea
It's
on what
true. Yes.
each person likes and then talk.
Yes,
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. I like that way of writing it down. So you're like, these are my preferences, and then you can
Yes.
compare.
Yeah.
If there is a difference, because often there's not. Often,
true.
Yeah.
it's like it's pretty much the same, and it's like, all right, that's a clear winner and it's clear runner up. Yeah, but if there is a distinct difference, it's like, oh, why? What are you seeing that I'm not seeing?
Yes.
Yeah.
What is it? Because we are so different. And I always say to everyone, art is subjective, and fashion is art, and therefore fashion is subjective. So what
Yes.
I like and what I lean towards may not always be what you lean towards. So let's talk about that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
absolutely agree. That's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
like write down, then discuss.
I like the point of, fashion is subjective because I'm always reinforcing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, we say that all the time. It's the judge's decision.
Totally fabulous. Love everything you've done. And excellent choice of collaborators to create beautiful, beautiful ideas. You've been competing for a long, long time and loving it all. Now, I'm not being rude. I'm just saying that she is a bloody good competitor. Now, why keep going back? You've got a pile of sashes there. You just settle back in the armchair and look smug. What's happening?
Well, for me, I'm on a farm, and I have been for a number of years. I was on a different farm in northeast Victoria, and now I'm in my farm here in New South Wales, and I don't get a chance to dress up, even to go to work because I work from home, so I farm.
Yes.
And I'm a professional author, and I illustrate a little bit as well. And content create, and there's basically zero chance for me to really.
So jeans and a t-shirt most of the time.
Yeah,
And,
if I'm lucky, most of the times it's muddy overalls, like realistically. Yeah. So for me, because I love fashion so much, it's like my one chance, to go to an event, have a nice day out, have some social interaction.
but also dress up and enjoy that beautiful fashion that you've been chasing and being sort of drowned in for years and years. And it's such a lovely contrast to the farm life. And it's like, but look what I can do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And for me, I love still getting up on stage and competing, but it doesn't bother me. Certainly, I've been doing it for that long. It doesn't worry me. If I get a sash, then, oh, that's beautiful. That's lovely. But it's just like, I just want to go out and, wear beautiful clothing and beautiful hats and make myself, feel nice. That's all.
Well, thank you very, very much for spending so much time with us. It's just been lovely. And it's been lovely seeing you, but then talking with you today has been just a joy. It really has.
So, Brooke, we've really enjoyed your story. This is what this show's all about. It's really getting behind and hearing stories like yours and letting everyone know what is behind the sash. So thank you so much for joining us. That's all from us this week. We hope you loved it, sharing the passion for fashion, and we can't wait to see more.
And that's all from us this week. We've spilled the tea, celebrated the looks, and we love being part of this community.